In the last video, we talked about that moment where everything feels close, but not quite done. And the question that comes out of that is, what's actually missing at that stage? And the answer is, not what most people think. It's not better sounds, not a better mix, not even a better arrangement. What's missing is alignment. Alignment between the parts of the track, between the energy over time and between what you're hearing and what you're trying to achieve. And that's why this stage feels so difficult, because you're no longer fixing individual things, you're trying to make everything work together. And the reason this feels so difficult is because of how this stage actually works. There are a few things happening here at the same time. 3 forces that affect everything you do. First, by the time you get to this stage, you've already committed to a lot of decisions. You have the core melodic ideas, you've dialed in the sound you're after, the identity of the track is already taking shape. So if you start changing too much at this point, the track can lose its cohesion. But at the same time, small changes don't really move the needle anymore. So you end up in this narrow space where you can't change too much, but not changing enough doesn't solve the problem either. Second, everything is connected. You change one thing and it affects something else. You adjust the sound and the balance shifts. You fix the drop and now the breakdown feels off. There are just no isolated decisions anymore. Everything has to work together now, and it becomes harder to predict what matters, what to touch, and what the real problem even is. And third, the closer you get to the finish line, the more expensive each change becomes. Because at this point, when you change something, you're not just changing that one thing, you're affecting everything around it. A new sound might improve one section, but throw off the balance somewhere else. A structural change of the arrangement might fix the energy, but break the flow of the track somewhere else. So, every decision comes with a trade-off and a high risk of unintended consequences. And the closer you get, the bigger those trade-offs become, which makes it harder to know what's actually better. So you try something, undo it, try something else, and after a while, you're not really making confident decisions anymore because every change feels like it might break something else. And over time, it becomes harder to hold on to a clear direction and keep the momentum up. And when you combine those 3 things, even though the track is close, it becomes really hard to move it forward. You're not missing ideas, you're missing clarity. And that's the gap, the almost there gap. Not a lack of skill, but a situation where clarity breaks down. And this is also why alignment becomes so difficult at this stage. Because even if all the individual parts are good, they don't fully come together. The track doesn't quite lock in. And that's why it feels like something is missing, even though everything is already there. So don't chase more elements or better sounds. Focus on alignment and making what's already there work together. That's really what you're trying to solve in the last 10 to 20%. So the question becomes, how do you actually do that without getting stuck again? Cheers.